Hey everybody, it's Amy Graham, the Badass Valkyrie, and today I thought we would go ahead and go through all of my non-Chic Sparrow traveler's notebooks. I think the one that I have the most of would be my Speckled Fawns, and then I've got a couple of Galen Leathers, and then I have a couple of Christina Gomez, and then I've got some one-offs. So we'll just go ahead and dive in, and I've kind of got you a little bit closer today than I did with my Chic Sparrow, just to kind of give you a little bit of better view. And then, I'm not going to go into any particular order, just because I have them all stacked up over here. So we will start off with a couple that you probably have not seen, because I didn't do an unboxing for them. This is a Speckled Fawns A6. And this is the Treasure Island. And as you can see, it has an outside pocket. So the pocket goes all the way across the back. So that is one piece of leather on the outside. And then it is a deluxe, so it does have the pockets there, and of the front pocket there. So this just houses some of my A6 inserts. When Lori from Faywood Designs gave me my first A6, I kind of went a little insane, like I do. And I'm like, oh, I need all A6. I love A6. And I do, but I just haven't gone away from my pocket yet. So, but this came up on the Buy Sell Trade group, and it was a really good deal, and it's beautiful. I love it. And I had always wanted a Treasure Island, and so I'm like, oh, yes. And so it is used, but it's in perfect condition. I mean, it looks brand new. So that would be the Speckled Fawns Treasure Island in A6. And I don't know where I'm going to put these. I'm just going to set them on the ground. This is one that you might have seen when I was switching over to my Apple Pig wallet. This is a Speckled Fawns Field Notes in the Brinkley. And this is what I was using for my wallet, but it was a little bit too small for everything that I cram in there. Yeah. But as you can see, it's got the credit card pockets there, and it's got four strings that you can put. And then it's got the secretarial pocket, and then the full-length pocket there. And there is no band. I'm imagining that you could actually take that rivet out and put in a string, but you have the clasp, so I don't imagine you would want to do that. So this is the Brinkley, and it's in a field note size, or pocket, as they call it. This is one that you've seen many times. This is was my first Speckled Fawns pocket. It's in the Rustic Kodiak, and this was one of my everyday carries, but I'll show you what I've switched to. But I have this all set up with inserts and everything from ohhelloco.com, and some Dark Star notebooks, and some Yellow Paper House notebooks. So I love this one. This is comfort. It is the perfect size. It fits my hand perfectly. I love the leather. I mean, this goes in my handbag, and as you can see, I mean, it looks brand new, and it gets beat up. I mean, just like chunked, and it holds up really well. It's a thicker leather, so you can see that with the pockets, it is quite thick, but it stands up, and I love it. That is probably one of my favorite pockets. Next up is the other pocket, which is what I'm trying right now, and this is the Toasted Flawn. Eveline said flawn like dawn, I believe that's what she said. So it is the Toasted Flawn, and it has the front pocket a little bit different. The other one has the vertical pocket, and this has the horizontal pocket. It's got the purple strings or elastics, and I've got some more of the same inserts. There is a yellow paper house tracker for my daily things that I'm tracking, and my run tracker, and it's also got my asthma tracker in it. And as you can see, it's got the pockets on the inside there, and the one big pocket on the inside there. So it's a deluxe as well, but this is a much softer leather, and they're about the same color, but you can tell quite a bit of difference in the thickness of it. And I mean, they're the same size and they're the same width. So this one is just a little less structured leather, or less, this one's more floppy, for lack of a better word. So I'm testing out what I like, see what I like best. I do prefer this pocket to this pocket, I can tell you that, just because of anything that I put in there, the elastic kind of rubs against and it gets annoying. But this one, nothing affects it. So I do like this. The only thing I don't like about this one is that the edges were not finished. So they're kind of a rough edge, and I wish they had gotten finished like the edges of that one did. So that would be the only thing that I would change about this one. And who knows, maybe it's because of this type of leather that they couldn't do that. I don't know. Next up in the Speckled Fawns lineup is another, this one came to me as a rustic Kodiak, but it's not nearly as thick as the rustic Kodiak. And so I don't know what kind of leather it is. It might be the train case leather. I don't know. But as you can see, it's got kind of a rough edge there, and it's beautifully pebbled. It is a deluxe, like I said, there. And it's got the secretarial pocket there, and then the pen loop, which has my only demonstrator pen, which I haven't inked up yet because it's a medium nib and I need to change that to a fine. It's also got a coffee insert, cloth insert, like a wallet insert. So this is what I actually had set up for my paper and pour overs. What I use is my resale flipping kind of side hustle thing. And so I write things down in this, but since setting this up, I actually have changed to keeping track and everything in my second weeks. So this one I keep mileage and that kind of thing in, but this one I very rarely get into. So this is the only, and this is a personal size. So it's one step up from the pocket, but I rarely carry this at all. But like I said, it's a very different leather. It's thin. I mean, you can definitely tell from the side view. So I don't think it's rustic Kodiak at all. So, and it may be a leather that they don't carry anymore. I'm not sure, but I do love the natural pockets. And so yeah, it's another Speckled Fawns that I love. I just don't get into it every day. One that I do get in every day, and this was the first Speckled Fawns that I purchased, is my rustic Kodiak in extra wide. So this is not an A5. This is an extra wide, and it holds my bullet journal, which is a Leuchtturm official bullet journal. So, and I just have that tucked into the cover there, and then the back of it, I don't use the strings in it unless I put in an extra notebook, and then it has the deluxe there. I was going to keep my bullet journal and my Hobonichi together, but I didn't like the way it sat. So it just literally fits the Leuchtturm, and it fits it pretty perfectly with my Lamy. And so, or Lamy, not Lamy. I still like Lamy. But this is my bullet journal, and this is what made me fall in love with Speckled Fawns and Kodiak leather. It's a pull-up leather, and I would imagine it's a oil tan leather, but it smells delicious and it holds my leuchtturm perfectly. So there you go. All right, that is all of my Speckled Fawn collection. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in Speckled Fawns. 1, 2, 2 pockets. No, 3 pockets, an A5, 3 pockets, an A6, a personal, and an extra wide. So there you have that. Next, we will go into my Galen Leathers. So I have 2 Galen Leathers, and these are out of the Ukraine, and this is an A6. Again, went crazy on A6s. Well, not really crazy because I only bought 2. So I have 3 A6s total. Not crazy. But so this is a little bit different. It's not technically a traveler's notebook yet, but it's like a folio sort of for an A6, and it has the so you have a credit card pocket there, and then you've got another pocket there, and then the strap there that also has a pen loop. Now in the videos you can actually see them slide a phone in there. My phone does not fit. I have an Samsung S7 with the case. It does not fit. But then you also have a pocket there, and you have a pocket there, so you could use it like a folio. And then you have that elastic strap there. So originally I'd actually bought this because I wanted to do I was going to do my meal tracking in an A6 Avec Techo from Hobonichi. Sorry, the kittens are playing, and that's what just made it look like we were having a earthquake. You can thank Tyr. He's running around. So this is what I was originally going to do, and I got a really good deal on this. And so it is the Crazy Horse leather, and it's just in the brown. So it's meant to get beat up and look crazy. So it does have an inscription. I bought it off eBay, and so it has the little smiley face. So I just thought it was cute, and I'm like, oh, I like that. So what I'm going to do is, because I don't actually like that elastic system on the inside, or I do, but I wouldn't just want to keep my book in that. I want to add strings, because when you shut it, you can see there's quite a bit of room in there. So I'm going to actually punch a hole there with my leather punch and run a string through it and put 2 holes at the top and 2 holes at the bottom, and run 2 strands. So run 2 elastics in there, so I can put multiple inserts into this and turn it into a little traveler's notebook. I will still keep this strap on it, but yeah, that's one of my Galen Leathers. This one, actually, too, if for some reason my husband ever decided he wanted to go with some sort of notebook, this is a very throw around, just kind of, it is going to take a beating and take a licking and keep on ticking. I think that's the way it was for Timex. Anyway, my other Galen leather I got off of Amazon, and this was their original Weeks cover. And it is a little bit larger than the Weeks. And I got this when I got my new set of Weeks in October. And I was one of the first people to put this up on YouTube, and it's actually my highest viewed video, is this with the Mega Weeks in it, and using this for the Mega Weeks. So it does not have an elastic on it. This is actually one of the Hobonichi rivet bands, but what I actually have in here is one of the moleskin chapters, because these are an odd size, but it won't fit into the slots. So in this one, you have some pockets. You have a pocket there, a pocket there, a pocket there, and a bunch of card slots, and then a tall pocket here. And then you've got a zipper pocket there, and another pocket here and here. So what I have noticed and I just actually just noticed it when I was pulling out all my books, is this is actually the same exact size as my Midori. So this is my Midori Traveler's Notebook. It's a Traveler's Notebook, Traveler's Company, Japan, made in Thailand, and this is the camel. And this is my only Midori, my only real, honest to goodness Midori, even though it doesn't say Midori, it's the Traveler's Factory. But it is the same size. So I may try to put, I mean, that's why I went ahead and put that chapters book in there, because I'm like, I wonder if this fit. So yeah, it is the same size. Well, I take that back. It looks like it might be a hair shorter than the Traveler's Notebook, but still. It's a beautiful leather and it's a beautiful cover. I just don't use it very much because it was a lot bigger than my weeks, and so I didn't really like that very much. And I didn't like it not having an elastic. So that one I may end up selling here pretty soon. So where are we at? Okay, since we're talking about the weeks, I will go into my Christina Gomez. So this is my Christina Gomez that I bought off Buy Sell Trade Group. And this is the Dark Knight leather on the outside and the Ninja Turtle on the inside. And it's a deluxe and it's a weeks cover, and I could actually fit 2 megas in this cover. It's very soft, very floppy, and it's got a pen loop in it, and it held one of my lammies. So, and it's got just schmitz in it because I carry this in my bag. But it has a lot of the card pockets there, and then it's got a big pocket on the back, and then you can tuck the 2 weeks in there. So what I did is I tucked 1 weeks in this side and 1 weeks in that side, and it fit perfectly. And it was a great cover. And then I got the Calypso from Tiffany Lynn. Thank you. And then I have another week's cover from her, which is awesome. And then my other Christina Gomez is a B6, and this holds more of the thicker notebooks. It holds odd size, so it's not a traditional B6, I don't think, but it's a folio. No, I think it is actually okay, that's what it was. It's a traditional B6 folio, but I don't have any traditional full-size B6 books. So I actually have these 2 little just notebooks, and they're just lined notebooks that I had that are sewn in. And then this one actually has all kinds of different types of pages in it, and this actually came with the notebook came with the cover that I bought. And so, sorry, dropped everything out of it. But this is what I actually keep all of my my lunar intentions for the new moon and the full moon, and when I do tarot card pulls and that kind of thing for my I have been doing the new moon intentions for a couple of months now, and then on the full moon I pull tarot. So just writing everything, all the notes and stuff about that in here. And so yeah, that's what I use that for. So once a month or twice a month I use this. So those are my Christina Gomez. You already know about my apple pig, and I love my apple pig. This is my wallet, giant as it is, but it's a field notes, and it has the wallet pockets there, and I guess I should make sure you can see it. So it has 2 secretarial pockets and then a zipper pocket there, and then these fold out, and then you have the pocket there for your cash, and then you've got 4 strings, And then you've got credit card slots there and credit card slots there. And then I just keep a little notebook that's a passport size on the inside there. And it's just a little throwaway notebook. So yeah, that is my Apple Pig, and it is my wallet, and it is ginormous, but I enjoy it, so keep everything in there. So I also have a Journals by Joey. It's very similar to my Apple Pig, but I only have it set up. I've never actually used it. And the person I bought it from never actually used it. So it still has the Journals by Joey tag, and it's got the pen loop. And then his pockets are actually a little bit different. And so you've got 2 pockets there, and then you've got that insert pocket. So those 2, and then the inside pocket. And then you've got 4 strands, and then you've got the same thing on the back. So you have the inside pocket there, and a pocket there, and a pocket there. And again, it's in the field note size, but because I got this pretty much the same week that I got my Apple Pig, I haven't used it. So I don't know if I will, but needless to say, it would get as stuffed as my Apple Pig, although this one doesn't have credit card slots, so I really love that about my Apple Pig. So the leather is very similar. The Apple Pig is the Honey Beagle. No, it is the Naughty Fox. I always get those 2 mixed up. And this one is actually pretty close to the Honey Beagle. So yeah. So I don't know, because I haven't used it. I don't know. This one may go up to be sold. Then next I have this cute little, it's a little pocket, and it's from overseas, and it's an Elaware. I don't know, I think that's how you pronounce it there, but it's a classic. So with the peacock on it, and all that's in here is a 2019 Moleskine Weekly. So yeah, I just got this, and I just really liked it. It was pretty, and yeah, so it's a classic, and I'm trying to see if I really like classics or not. Don't know. So, but there's that one. It's beautiful. I think it's a beautiful artwork. Then the other, I have a October Day Creations. You might know her as Television Trainwreck on Instagram. It's my Wonder Woman. I love her so much. So much. This is another week's cover that I have. This has actually got my old weeks in it, but it's so cool. I love the back pocket. And this one I actually put both of my Mega Weeks in it as well. So, and again, that's how I do it, is I put the weeks there, and then I put the other weeks on there, and it fit just fine. And this one got carried every day and thrown in my bag. And again, it is. The design on it is kind of burned in. It's not painted, and I love that. So, yeah, love my Wonder Woman. So yeah, it's kind of gonna stay with me. But again, Television Trainwreck, October Day Creations, gorgeous. Then I have my Hobonichi, and this is my A5 cousin of VAC. So this is my July through December, and this is in a Patricia Nash journal cover, and it's like a portfolio cover. So there's a pocket there, and in the back there's a pocket there, and you just slide. I just slide again the front cover in and leave this back as like a pocket, because it doesn't quite fit if you try to put both sides in the pocket. So, but again, it's just a leather cover and it came with a Patricia Nash journal, which was like 2 years old, and it has been a great cover, and I love this. I'm actually been looking at one on eBay that's like a like a Madagascar kind of, it's purples and navies, and it's got gold foiling in it and all that. And so I was going to get that one to replace this one, and because while I love it, the purple one called to me, and I'm like, oh. But now that Chic Sparrow is going to do a folio for Hobonichi, we're probably going to wait and see how that goes and see what I'm going to get. So this is my Hobonichi cover, and it protects the books just fine, and they fit right to the, it's not quite right to the edge, but it's very thin, and I love carrying it. I mean, this gets thrown in my bag. This is my true everyday carry, no matter what. Lays open on my desk. I'm in it morning, noon, and night, and I love it. I am a Hobonichi girl through and through. And then last but not least, certainly not least, this is my Rebel Athena Traveler's Notebook. And this is an A6. It was made and designed specifically for me by Lori Angus of Faywood Designs. And it is a beautiful leather, and it's all handmade. And she did this specifically for me, and I love that. It was gifted to me. And there is an unboxing, and I'll put the unboxing up at the top. It's got the natural pockets there, and the pen loop there, and then a full length natural pocket in the back. And this notebook is where I keep all my research, all my notes, everything about Rebel Athenas, which is my podcast and my run club. So run, walk, exercise club. So, which is another part of my additional like side hustle kind of thing. But, and then this is the only one that I have a monkey fist. I always want to call them monkey balls, but they're monkey fists. And then my owl for Athena. So, yeah, I love this so much. And again, this one gets carried with me all the time, especially if I'm going to be doing some research, or if I want to make some notes about a podcast or anything like that. And it has held up beautifully. It was all hand stitched, and it's amazing. So, love this. And she did the charm on the front, which I think is a beautiful charm, infinity loop. So, yeah, one of my favorites. It smells amazing still. So, there you have it. My full Traveler's Notebook collection in all its glory and all my craziness. But, you know, like I said, some of these I am probably going to end up getting rid of and selling, but some of them will never leave my house because they have such sentimental value to me. And some, I just love them. I don't use them every day. I kind of rotate through them, especially my pockets. But yeah, there you go. And if any of you have any questions about these, let me know. If you have any Traveler's Notebooks from any of these makers, Galen Leathers, Speckled Fawns, Television Trainwreck, Faywood Designs, or if you use like Patricia Nash, or if you know, any other brands that you actually really like, let me know down below in the comments, because yeah, you guys can kind of see what I love. I love the natural browns and the natural colors, unless, you know, I'm going over the top, and then it don't matter. But, you know, generally I stay with the natural leather looks, the browns, and I only have 3 black ones. I don't have any pockets that are black, but, you know, I like the black leathers. But I'm not a big fan of like the colored leathers, like the sugar and the spice and all that kind of stuff with Foxy Tex. I'm just not. And the leathers that I've seen, I'm just, it's not my style of leathers. Too smushy, too floppy. And I like my leathers to have structure. So If you have something like that and it's not any of these brands that I've actually talked about, link it down or let me know what it is down below, because I would love to check some out. I have purchased one Mystic Little Gifts, but again, the leather was kind of like a floppy leather, and I have not tried any of their like rustic leathers, and so I'm looking forward to seeing like maybe the Raven or something like that. If I find a good deal somewhere on the buy sell trade groups, I might give that a try. But for now, these are what I have, and these are the sizes that I really like. The B6 and the B6 Slims, I thought that I would really get into, and even up to the personals. I'm not really using the personal either. I like the A5, but basically that's pretty much just my Hobonichi, or my bullet journal, I should say, and the pockets. I love the pockets. So yeah, that's where I'm at, and I can't believe I've shown you all of my stuff. But now you have full, view of my craziness. However, it's not nearly the biggest collection out there. That I know for sure. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and if you have any questions, like I said, feel free to let me know. And I hope that you spend the rest of your life celebrating, because what better way to live than that? And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.